Hey, all right, y'all. Got to do it. I got to. Jesus is Lord. Thank God. Excuse me. The word works. I've been talking to you a lot the last few days about Gideon. You know, the angel came to him after the children of Israel had cried because God wanted them to be delivered. They got in that situation because of their disobedience to God. They rebelled against God. And the Midianites had taken them over. They were hiding in caves, and the Midianites and the Amorites were coming in and stealing their crops. And so Gideon was hiding, trying to thresh out some of the stuff, and the angel of the Lord came to him and said, Thou art gifted, called of God, and highly favored of God. But then he said, Thou mighty man of valor. Well, Gideon then up and says, My family's poor. I'm the least in the family. We're all over here hiding. I can't. God's never moved by who you are or what you have. He's moved by who He is in you. Ooh, come on, I'm going to preach now. Well, you know the story. God said, You're going to deliver Israel. He said, I can't do that. And then he blamed it on God, said, It's your fault anyway. Well, let's get away from that and just end this story. So Gideon hears from God. He decides to obey God. And then in the process of obeying God, he gets 25,000 men to go in and fight the Midianites. And God said, that's too many. And so what he does is he lets 22,000 of them go home. Still got, no, it was 35,000. He let 22,000 go home, so he still got like 13,000 soldiers that he's going to go take the Midianites with. And God said, that's too many. And so God told him what to do. He went down to the brook and he said, the men that get down on their hands and knees to drink, send them home. But the ones that kneel and pick it up and lap it like a dog, that'll be the ones you go. And there's only 300. 300 left. Watch this. But if God be for you, who can be against you? Glory be to God. You might be broke, man. You might be poor. How am I going to do that? Well, God's not looking at what you have. He's looking at what He is in you. Well, you know the story. They went down there and set up an ambush, and the thousands and thousands of the Midianites and the Amorites began to attack one another, and God greatly delivered all of Israel because of one man's obedience to say and do what the Word said rather than what his natural circumstances was. I gotta say that. I'm already close to the end of my time, but I'm going to say it. One man that will act on the Word of God is enough for 50,000 soldiers. He took 300 men because he believed that he was a mighty man of valor rather than he was poor and that he was the least in his whole family. He believed what God said, and God brought great deliverance because of that one man believing what God said. And you got the Word of God. You got the same God. Start believing what the, excuse me, start believing what God says about you rather than what the circumstances say about you. I'm broke. Oh, I'm so broke. Oh, I'm so sick. I feel so bad. I'm so old. Or, I can't. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. My strength is in Him. Look to Him and what He said and not what your circumstances say, and you'll be fine. Hey, until I'm with you tomorrow, saints, remember all day, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.